Heading towards Kanchanaburi and ever closer to Burma is Thakramse Station. Young travellers bask in the sunshine and riverside scenery. But this is a pretty stop-off on a rail line with a grim history. It lies in a stretch of the 424-kilometre so-called Death Railway, constructed during the Second World War to fulfill Imperial Japan's ambitions of conquering and connecting the whole of Asia. To that end, 60,000 Dutch, British and Australian prisoners of war and 3 times as many indentured Asian labourers were drafted in to build it. Every year, 3 million people visit Kanchanaburi to see this bridge, made famous by the film version of a novel. Some say the real meaning of the bridge has been buried under layers of commercialism and tacky souvenirs. Almost all of the original bridge over the River Kwai was destroyed by Allied forces towards the end of the Second World War. So largely what you see here is reconstruction. But that doesn't stop it from becoming one glorified photo opportunity for tourists. "13,000 prisoners of war and an estimated 80,000 Asians died. Some 7,000 graves of POWs were relocated here to a more appropriate resting place. Many visitors have close personal connections to the victims.
I came here because my father was a prisoner of war here, obviously during the war, and worked on the railway, yeah. So we just wanted to be where he was. That helps, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it just keeps everything going.
It's only just in the last year or two that we are now having some Asian families coming here, and it's this generational thing. The children never questioned, the grandchildren are questioning. So we have Asian grandchildren coming here knowing that there's a grandfather somewhere. And the really sad thing is we can't help any of them because we have no information. With the prisoners of war here, we can tell you where every one of these men died, what they died of. With the Asians, not a one.
Rod Beatty designed this museum as a tribute to the prisoners of war. Some 70 years after the construction of the Death Railway, the idea to unite Southeast Asia has re-emerged, albeit without brutal imperialism at its core. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, is set to unify economic markets in 2015, and that could have significant benefits for travellers with visas and in crossing borders, as well as infrastructure. But it's the entry of an as yet uncommercialised, relatively undiscovered and as yet less materialistic Burma that could be the wake-up call to those who think Thailand has a monopoly on the exotic Southeast Asian brand. As Burma comes out of the political wilderness, train links with Thailand are bound to improve. But let's hope that those who gave their lives being forced to build this first attempt to link the two countries by rail won't be forgotten.